Mortal Engines.
Yeah, we watched the first one.
That's what I call my
I
dick.
was 8 years old when my mother
Mortal Engine.
Well, it is a giant
loved
city on
traveling
wheels.
the world, digging up the past.
What are the wheels, you ask?
He used to visit all the time.
We're
And
watching
one
a
day,
trailer.
Everything changed. She'd found something.
It's got a
Something
beard.
he wanted. He would have killed me too. But I got away.
The world is changing. Nothing can stand in the face of this. We are London.
Before she died, my mother told me she was afraid of Valentine. And that if anything should happen to her, that was to find you. That you could stop him.
She could be a problem if she's anything like her mother.
Keep it safe.
What happens when you find Hester Shaw? I will kill her.
He's here.
In the great game of survival, this is checkmate.
I knew you wouldn't leave me. Shut up and run.
You sure you want to do this?
I have to. For my mother.
You look at her, and all you see are the jagged edges. But she is something quite different. She is beautiful and strange. And very, very rare.
Mortal Engines. Looks like it's in the same universe as London Fields. You guys remember
Yeah.
that trailer?
It looks like the same feeling that I get from like a mixture of it's like steampunk.
Yeah. It's like very like Howl's Moving Castle
Yeah,
if it was
yeah.
like a live action.
If
and, like,
Hideo Miyazaki was able to make a partial live action but
This would
controlled
probably
by
be it.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is from a series called the Mortal Engine series is called the Hungry City Chronicles. So there's 6 books, it looks like.
Yeah.
I'm feeling another double trilogy from Peter Jackson.
Yet again.
Again, maybe.
Who's this chick? She's pretty. I haven't ever seen her before.
Look at those eyes.
I know.
Look at her eyes.
I met a girl recently who had the same eyes, and I'm like, every single time I see that in person, I'm like, they're so blue. What is going on?
Pretty. I'm a huge fan of like that look with the red scarf
contrast,
thing that she
yeah.
has. Yeah, it's cool. Well, it looks badass. No,
Looks kinda
doesn't look
badass to
badass.
me.
It's very much a teen
What do you
flick.
feel, Connor?
It looks like the Hobbit movies.
What?
It just looks like CGI messes built on CGI.
There's definitely a lot of
messes.
CGI.
I'll give
but
you one better. It's the new Maze Runner.
Yeah,
It does kind of look.
I mean,
like
it looks
that.
kind of like those like Allegiant, Divergent kind of stuff.
Sure.
Teeny
sure,
bopper
sure.
trilogies,
But-
yeah.
But here's the thing: is Peter Jackson
Peter
gonna
Jackson.
pick a story that's awful? I have a feeling no.
I mean, look at
no.
Percy Jackson.
He's only producing.
He's only
Okay. We've been waiting
Who
for
is
like Peter
directing?
Jackson's next big
I think
project.
he's done.
His proteges. I wonder if it was like a second.
Christian Rivers.
What was
okay.
what was that movie he directed with Stanley Tucci? The name escapes me, but it was like supposed to be like this super built up.
So, sorry to cut you off, but Christian Rivers is the director. He is he's a filmographer, and he's done all the
Lovely
Hobbit films.
The Lovely Bones was really
He was a
good.
Splinter unit director for the Hobbit films. It looks like he was also second unit director for Pete's Dragon. So this is his first big direction, is what it looks like.
Okay.
He was also visual effects supervisor for Lord of the Rings.
Well, he has the
Fellowship.
trust of some pretty big names.
He also did Contact,
He's done
which
good
was
work.
pretty. I like Contact.
I feel like partially like out of Peter Jackson also brought up the other big director that I'm a huge fan of that works with Charlton Copley all the time. He did Chappie and he did
Oh,
Neil Blomkamp.
Blomkamp.
I mean, like Peter Jackson put all his efforts into him, and Blomkamp's made some great films.
Yeah.
So this could be another one of those things.
I think this is a good chance for, this generations or this group, this last 10 years of like crazy teenage angst and obsession is now the next form of that, having more sci-fi. We're doing more and more of it.
I'm hoping that it does it, because the trailer does kind of look a little bit like crappy.
Yeah, I would agree.
But it has so much potential to be good. I'm a huge fan of Howl's Moving Castle, and I think this looks like it's a live-action version of that.
It also looks like
I'm
these
into that.
huge machines that was in Star Wars Rebels, I believe. No, maybe it was Clone Wars. I can't remember. But they're basically like they graze the landscape. There's huge like things that like just demolish the land for
just
resources.
For its use, yeah.
And that's I can't tell if like these mortal engines are like weapons. They look like big old weapons, right? Somebody should read the book.
I mean, I guess
they're
one,
the cities.
one would
They're
assume
moving
that
cities.
Here's a quick
Giant cities.
premise. Tom is a 20-something Londoner who has only ever lived inside his traveling hometown, and his feet have never touched the ground, mud, or land. His first taste of the outside world comes quite abruptly. He gets in the way of the masked Hester's attempt to kill Thaddeus Valentine. Now it's throwing a bunch of names at us. A powerful man she blames for her mother's murder. I should have the voice actor do all of those things. You'll do it next time. But anyways, so yeah, it's already got like a lot of lore behind it. Looks like it's got a bunch of people whose faces I've never seen before.
Who is the
that
author
there's
of the book that this is?
Philip Reeve. I don't know that he's done anything else, like any other big book series. He's done some other book series, certainly. The Larklight, the Buster Bayless series, the Goblin series, the Railhead.
He's very much
fantasy book machine.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But are you guys not excited about like a new IP? Like,
no,
I'm all for it.
You're into the reboot stuff right now.
Well, no. So for me, I feel like Hollywood's always trying to find the next Harry Potter, and it just doesn't work.
What was it prior to
anymore.
Harry Potter?
There wasn't anything.
There was nothing?
There was Harry Potter, I think, was the first thing that really got this like
octology thing.
No, this like
on.
let's take
What about
franchises.
The Magicians? The Magicians is a really good show.
Yeah, but it's not. It's nowhere near the same level.
I'm talking
of,
about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about taking books specifically targeted towards teenagers and young adults.
Yeah.
And turning it into these giant franchise
these mega franchises
where
you
are always going to go see the next movie.
Yeah.
The next one that we're seeing is the Golden Compass series, which is a new BBC, Netflix.
I feel like a TV show works.
Yeah.
I feel like a movie, especially lately, is I think people are tired of going to see a product.
So here's how I feel about that, because the big thing is we have had this big difference in how technology has been dividing itself between film and TV. That gap has gotten a lot smaller. The budgets have gotten a lot bigger, and our ideas on how we spend money on CGI has changed a lot.
Right.
So like now movies are just trying to now you have to just make it a big thing. Everything has to be a big thing, because you can't go to a theater and watch the same psychological drama 9 billion times because they feel like they've been jaded by too much action.
I guess you're right. That's not a bad point, that you'll see more of those things like on Netflix or Hulu or
Yeah. And
kind of the genre
so
film.
This just seems like you could take the Mortal Engines title out, put the Hunger Games title, and no one would know. Nobody would question it. Nobody would go, when the fuck did Katniss have
what's the scar?
Yeah.
They would just go, I remember in that.
Is this her daughter?
Yeah.
It looks like you might be right, but I'm hoping that you'll.
Here's where I think you're wrong. At least aesthetically, post-apocalyptic, yes, but they look tonally different, and the steampunk thing's super prevalent in this.
To me, it's more of like the principle of it, because I will agree that there are very stark differences between Hunger Games and obviously the Mortal Engines. But this could be anything.
If this was more Firefly-like, then maybe it'll be good.
Or The Host to me.
Yeah.
That seems like it would fit more into those worlds.
Yeah.
I'm feeling touches of Cowboy Bebop, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. If there's, its potential is to be really good, but
Yeah.
they have to just do it right. And I don't know if that's
My question is,
potential to be good.
Are people going to give Peter Jackson a chance on this?
the trailer doesn't look good. Like
I will go with 50-50. Here's the thing: if you
yeah.
like steampunk, which is already a niche audience, if you are a teenager who has angst, you're gonna be there.
If you listen
or
to
if
emo
you're an
music,
adult who has angst.
or an adult who has angst, us. We're gonna see this. Okay. I mean, we'll go on a fucking movie date. This is happening.
Do you have angst,
yeah,
Dylan?
I'll go watch it.
No, I got it all out when I hit you.
Good.
Earlier.
I'm glad. I was gonna say.
Bo! That was for our listeners.
I forgot there was a mic.
Were those for the clips?
Those are for the clips.
Good.
What did you say?
Post tomatoes.
Post tomatoes. That comes later. Sorry. All right, let's move on to our next trailer. It is called How You Train Your Dragon 3. I'm so excited.
You too. Behave over there.